tell Gracie about it?
Oh, sure.
Did you think you were going to win?
Yeah, I'll tell you what happened. When I say yeah, it sounds egotistical. I didn't think I was going to win. Everybody came up to me and says, George, you're going to win the award. I
For the
said,
Sunshine Boys.
Yeah,
this
I
was,
said,
yeah.
don't say it, don't say it. But so many people said it to me that finally I'd said to everything, I'm going to win the Academy Award. They finally convinced me. If I hadn't won the Academy Award, I'd have killed myself.
You've been around a few years. What today amazes you? What startles you? I mean, in the span of your life, what's to you the most, I don't know, remarkable change? Would it be television?
I guess so. But the changes came so easy for me. See, we were in vaudeville, and then we talked in vaudeville, and then we went into radio, and we talked in radio, then we went into television, and we talked in television. Here I am sitting with you, 83 years old, and I'm still talking. So the changes came very easy. They weren't too startling for me.
When people talk about your life now, one of the things that, of course, it does come up is this matter of your taking out somewhat younger women of about 18 or 19, right?
Yeah, I go out with younger women. Are you doing anything tonight?
Aren't you dear? You are. That's, you know, one of the questions I was going to ask you was why you don't take out women in their 40s and 50s. And then I said, I can't ask that because it'll make me look funny. Aren't you nice to say that? But the women you take out are far younger than I am. Why don't you take out some older ones?
Well, there's nobody as old as I am.
What do you talk to
They're
them
hard
about?
to find. I talk to them about their homework.
Don't you find the math kind of hard to do? New math?
If they get all A's, I take them out again. They flunk, I take out their mothers.
Are you ever embarrassed? Do you ever feel funny?
No. I take them to nice restaurants. I don't hide in any corners. I'm not doing anything. We're eating. Get finished, I take them home. We have a drink. I send for my piano player.
I beg your pardon?
I send for my piano player. Sing him a few songs. My piano player takes them home. I go to bed.
Could you ever be in love again or get married again?
Never get married again.
Why not?
I've been married. I've had a marvelous marriage. Wonderful lady, Gracie. And, no, I'd never get married.
George, most people don't know that you were married once before. I didn't know it until I began to do a little homework.
I was married for about 36 weeks. I was doing a ballroom dancing act, and with this girl, and her father wouldn't let me take her out of town unless I married her. Well, I wasn't going to cancel 36 weeks. Of course not. So I played the 36 weeks, and we were divorced.
Do you ever see her again?
I saw her about 5 or 6 years ago. I passed the hotel she was living at. I was with Eddie Bazell. I said, my first wife lives here. I'm going to call her. And I called her. She took me around everybody. She wanted to meet my ex-husband and introduced me to everybody, and everybody knew me. So she got a kick out of it, and so did I.
Okay, tell us the truth. You look so terrific. How do you stay so young?
I don't listen to anybody. I do everything that they ask me not to do.
You smoke the cigars.
I smoke cigars. I drink martinis. I do a certain exercise that they say is bad for your back. I do it. And the doctors who told me not to do this thing, two of them died. And the other one is coughing a little bit.
I'm sure that people ask you all the time, you know, what is your advice to senior citizens? What is your advice to older people? Do you have advice?
Yes. My advice is get something that'll get you out of bed when you get to be old, when you get to be my age. Because I found out I can't make $1 in bed.
Aww.
So get something that'll get you out. Something. And if you can't, something, an interest, a hobby, anything. Pretty girl. Here I am back in bed again. But I think it's important to get out of bed. I really do. Bed can get very comfortable, and you can rot in bed.
Do you take special care of yourself? Do you do special exercises
I do.
and fixtures?
Yeah, I do exercises.
What do you do?
I do about 20 minutes in the morning. I do floor exercises, which the doctors tell me not to do, but I do it. Mm-hmm. And I do a lot of I do walking.
Do you swim?
In the summer.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's it. But the floor exercising is very important that I do every morning.
What do you mean floor exercise?
I get on the floor, I do both my legs over my head. I do all kinds of stuff.
And then you can get off the floor.
Oh, yeah, without any help.
Is it a good life now? Are you having a good time?
Yeah, having a good time. I'm in show business. I got something that gets me out of bed. It all works.
What's your idea now of a very good day?
Is sitting in my office, which I do. I work every day. I work 2 hours a day. And if the 2 hours are fruitful, if I get things done in those 2 hours, I'm very happy, because then I got a full day. I go to the club, I have lunch, I play bridge, I come home, I take a nap, I get up, have a couple of martinis, and send for my piano player and sing myself a few songs.
Does anything make you mad?
Not too mad. I get mad, but about a half an inch.
That's what I hear.
A little, very small mad. I don't, funny mad. See, I don't get really mad. No, not that. No. If I'm going to get that mad, I want to get paid. Then I'm acting.
Do you think about tomorrow, and next week, and next year?
Not really. I'm going to be here tomorrow. I'll be here next year. I'll be here for, I can't, look, I don't believe in dying anyway.
No? Good.
I think it's been done.
Don't you think maybe you could do it better?
I think somebody will find a different exit. I think it's been kicked. No, I'm booked.
You're really convinced that show business is the greatest life, aren't you?
For me it is. Don't you love it?
In and out.
Isn't this nice?
Yeah, this is.
But I mean, isn't this nice
joy.
sitting here and talking?
Joy.
And you've got a makeup man, and you got beautiful clothes, and you look pretty, and your hair is done. And
better than working for a living,
and
right?
you're getting paid. It's a beautiful business.
When you look back, what was, if there was a time that really you think of as the best time, the happiest time, what was it?
On a Christmas night at 4 o'clock in the morning, when Gracie called me up and she said yes.
Really?
She wasn't going to marry me. She was going to marry somebody else. And I told her if she want to get married, we got to get married in Cleveland. If not, let's cancel Cleveland. Cleveland and Detroit, we had 2 weeks booked. I says, this is it. And she called me up at 5 o'clock in the morning. She says, let's get married.
And of everything that's happened to you in that life, that when I ask you that, that's what comes to mind.
Gracie has made everything possible.
What's the saddest time?
When Gracie died, that was the saddest. And took me a long time to get over it. But I found a trick, which is a great trick, that people, when they're having a problem like that, it might help. See, we use twin beds. After you get married, you're married for a long time, you get into twin beds. And I couldn't sleep. I finally started sleeping in Gracie's bed, and it worked.
You are a lovely man, and it was a delight for me to be able to do this interview. But we have to say goodnight now.
Thank you. Now say goodnight, Barbara.
Good night, Barbara.